Okay, here we are at the famous Good Morning Gloucester Studios, otherwise known as Captain Joe's. And I'm here with Janda Ricci-Munn and Judy Destino.
Good morning.
Which I think everybody in town probably knows. Out of everybody in town, you've had more face time with your running and all your activities than everybody Destino's. I mean, really.
Right.
You put in like crazy hours there.
It's been a long time.
You're running the show.
Yeah.
I grew up eating Destino subs too.
Yeah, everybody lost.
The best steak bomb in the city.
Yeah, my wife loves them.
Yeah, you can't beat it, right? So, okay, we're here to talk about the Gloucester Fisherman Triathlon, and the date is August 8th, 2010. And there is what people may not know, because last year's was so popular. What people may not know that there is still space available this year, right?
Yep.
So Janda, where is there a website that people can go to get information?
Yep. You can go to gloucesterfishermantri.com, yeah, that website's open for registration right now. The race actually had a nice spike in entrance after the Triathlon Expo at MIT, so we're approaching about the 200 entrant mark, which is great. My hope for this year is that we can have about 600 participants on race day, which is about what we had last year. And as of right now, it seems like we're right on track to hit that. So I'm pretty excited. I know there's a lot of Cape Ann residents out there who have yet to sign up, so make sure that you do so as soon as possible. The weather's getting good. And we're going to have a lot of clinics and things like that leading up to the event this year. So a lot of exciting changes. We've got a new course. It's going to be 10 times better than last year's race.
Better than last year's?
Absolutely.
Well, you know, after last year, I went down, I took some video pictures last year, and exit interviews of people that had just got off this course and just had done this race, and they said that the city of Gloucester and this race and everything else, that they were definitely coming back, because it was the weather, the venue, it was just, everybody had a ball.
It was a perfect day last year. Yeah.
And Judy, there's another exciting development that you're going to combine. You really kind of make this into not just a race, but a weekend event. There's a couple different developments. One, let's talk about the Essex, is Essex or Ipswich?
Essex Youth Triathlon.
Essex Youth Triathlon, and then also the combination with the block party this year. So why don't you talk about first how the whole thing with Essex and how that's going to work out, their youth triathlon.
Well, Essex had started the Board of Health had started a youth triathlon last year, and that was their first annual. And this year, Janda actually made a contact with their people that had started the triathlon, and asked them, or they came to us asking if we would partner with each other to help promote our triathlons, and we figured we'd make it a weekend event where the children could go on Saturday, and anybody that comes into town with their families could run on Sunday with us.
Yeah.
And Janda's a little bit more savvy on the event, so I would rather have him talk a little bit more.
It'll serve as a nice feeder program for our event for years to come. So, you know, we're trying to, as opposed to just having an adult, you know, race here, we want opportunities for kids who are maybe watching their parents compete on Sunday. We want to increase the participation in triathlon here on Cape Ann. So this is a great way to work together. We're helping to promote the Essex event, getting more kids involved in the summer, giving them something to focus on. We're hoping that we can get families as a whole to train for the weekend, the triathlon weekend, if you will, to encourage participation, wellness, promotional wellness, all these types of things. We're also looking to work with Northeast health systems, the hospitals, and one of the things they're trying to do is encourage wellness and reach out to the community, work with the community to help promote wellness, and this is going to really work well with them. So Northeast Health Systems is getting involved in our, you know, in the Tri Festival, if you will, and allocating some money and things like that.
So this is a great event. Say you're from Cape Ann, or say you're from anywhere else. You know, this I have a sense, I'm not in it, but I have a sense that this triathlon community, you know, which all over the Northeast and wherever, they travel for these things.
Oh, absolutely.
So you're creating a weekend where they could come down, the kids can do the thing on Saturday, the people can stay, spend money in Gloucester. Our shop owners benefit, our restaurants benefit. And then on Sunday, the Gloucester race, the adults will race, and then directly following that, the first ever block party that's going to be a full day block party going into the night.
Yeah, and keep in mind too, we have the Sidewalk Bazaar leading up to race day. So the Sidewalk Bazaar,
Right.
yeah, my understanding is it ends on Saturday. And so basically people will be able to come here, they'll have access to the Sidewalk Bazaar, the youth triathlon, our triathlon on Sunday morning, and then a block party immediately afterward. And that was one of the big things last year. You know, it was an incredible race, we had great weather. But one of the things that was lacking was the post-race festivities. And so what we're trying to do is, once again, provide a very festive atmosphere and opportunities for people to make a whole weekend, long weekend at a stay in Gloucester, raise a ton of money for, you know, the GFA, help to offset user fees, all the rest of it. But this is very much, you know, a big promotion of Gloucester itself and Cape Ann.
It's unbelievable. If there is a weekend where someone wants to come, that they're thinking, this is the one to come.
Right.
Yeah, really. Because it was exciting. I mean, last year for a first year event, there was an electricity downtown. That finish line was wild. The scene at Pavilion Beach was wild.
It's not even just the participants, it's the people, the spectators. Just to come here to watch is unbelievable.
It really is.
was.
And that's one of the things too, I'll say, unlike a lot of triathlons, which are held out, you know, away from town, that's one of the things that makes our race so spectacular, is the fact that it's a downtown setting. And a lot of the athletes commented afterwards, wow, that was incredible to have crowds 3 deep. I remember seeing some of the pictures from the Gloucester Daily Times, like Bob Gillis and people like that, coming down, you know, the road, pumping his fist, and it's very, very exciting for the athletes to have that kind of crowd support. So that's the other thing too. We're hoping that, you know, more residents of Gloucester and Cape Ann come down to support the event, not only by, you know, racing or volunteering, but just by watching. It's great for, you know, by having more spectators there, it's increasing the visibility and you know, the event, and also making it more attractive to potential sponsors.
No question about it. Okay, if people want to sponsor, if people want to get involved, if they want to register, again, it's www.gloucesterfishermantry.com. The date is August 8th is the Sunday, but the whole weekend is, you know, the 6th, 7th, and 8th. If you're from out of town, you want to make plans, you know, get your hotel rooms now. And is there anything else you guys want to add? We did a pretty good job, I think.
Yeah, I think the only other thing I wanted to throw in there is that there's been some exciting developments. We're partnering with Seaside Cycle out of Manchester, Essex, and one of my hopes, especially in regards to the youth triathlon, is that we're looking, because triathlon is an expensive sport, we're looking to make opportunities for kids who might not have the money or resources to get into the sport, to be able to do so. So I just got off the phone actually with Scott Bumpus, the owner at Seaside Cycle today, and we're going to be starting a secondhand bike program in which people can donate their old bikes, and Seaside Cycle will fix them up, specifically to hand bikes out to kids who might not be able to afford them. So
great.
And if I may add, for the people that are thinking of joining that have never done a triathlon before, there's a lot of different programs and clinics available for you to learn how to bike and swim. And if, like, say you're just running and you want to do these all three, there's a lot of different programs out there that can help you along the way, and they're free, and you get to meet a lot of people in the meantime.
You want to name a few of those off the top of your head?
Yeah, well, actually, I learned how to swim at the Y recently, and I've been going to Seaside Cycle and doing a bike clinic on Thursdays. We go out and learn how to ride the bike on the road. And Janda's going to be having many programs.
Yep, well, we're coupling with
swims.
April Bowling from Essex, Nan Gorton and Marnie Lawler, who run Hilltop Training out of Manchester Athletic Club. And we also have the newly formed Team Seaside Triathlon team, and it's going to be an open club for anybody from the North Shore. And we're actually having a kickoff party next Thursday, the 22nd, I believe, at 5:30. So there's going to be a bike clinic. We're going to have a little meet and greet, little intro, so free for anybody to come to.
Okay, great. Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you.